Here we go. Our little 15-second streaming starting soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived.
All right.
There's been some technical difficulties, but we are here.
There we go.
Bang, bang. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Brothers of Discussion podcast with another edition of Getting to Bro You. Who's our brother from another mother this week, John?
Our guest today, very special guest, also a collaborator in Fight for the Heart 2, Hyena Obsceuro.
Hey, how you doing this evening?
Good,
Doing
man.
Wonderful.
We always like to start off and let you kind of plug your shit. So go ahead and tell everybody what where they can find you. Tell us what you got coming on, what you got coming up, and any events that you want to plug.
Yeah, sure. Hi, I am Hyena Obsceuro. I am a local wrestler here in Pennsylvania. I am down in Coopersburg. You can find me at Hyena Obsceuro Pro Wrestler on the Instagrams, Hyena Obsceuro on Facebook, Hyena the Pro Wrestler also on Facebook as well, Facebook page wise. And my next show that I have coming up is August 8th for Find Yourself Pro over in New Jersey at Carney's Point over in New Jersey. Wrestling Blackout for the Frosted Nug, their 1 year anniversary show that they have going on as a collaboration between them and Find Yourself Pro.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
So I want to get started because very unique gear, very unique name.
Yeah.
What is the inspiration behind Hyena Obsceuro?
It really kind of boils down to a nod to Penta during his time as Penta Obscuro over in AEW, and before even that, Penta Dark in Lucha Underground as well. And
So
my other inspirations for that comes from like comics, from like the horror stuff, from like the early 90s and the late 90s when I was born, with Hellstorm, Prince of Lies, Darkhold, pages of from the Book of Sin, even some of the modern horror comics and modern horror movies as well.
Nice. I want you, moving forward, if somebody asks you that question, you have to add that you got that dog in you. I need you to add that because I'm telling you, that's probably the best way to answer it. So, that being said, Aaron is our resident horror fan.
Oh,
So-
awesome.
Aaron loves all that stuff. I'm a fan of, it's funny you sent me the message about Evil Dead. I love the Evil Dead movies.
Oh, I just watched.
Aaron knows a lot more about all the horror genre.
Yeah, it's my jam.
So, you have any questions that might be catered towards horror?
Yeah, the Evil Dead you just saw, how does that compare to the Evil Dead Rise? And like they've done, I think this is probably the best franchise as far as redoing, like a lot of the franchise, like when they tried to redo Freddy or redo Jason, I think they suck ass. But Evil Dead, I think, has gotten it right. Where do you rank this particular edition, I guess, in the I guess it's now a trilogy of movies?
Compared to the classic ones or the modern ones?
The modern ones. Where do you rank it amongst the modern ones? Because the last two that they did were really good.
I did not watch Rise because I know I need to watch that one.
Oof, really good.
Because this one actually linked, without giving too much away, the new one kind of ties a lot of modern Evil Dead together into this all kind of happens within the same universe. You know what I mean? It's kind of Marvel-like with this is not just an isolated incident. It the end of Rise leads into Evil Dead Burn.
So we see right here you have a beautiful championship title around your waist here. Can you elaborate? Let us know where this title's from and how you came in custody of it.
Yeah. Who'd you take it from?
This title that I have, the WTF Tag Team title, is from a promotion that's been around for a while now. I don't know the full history of it, but I know the promotion in particular. Once me and Mr. H, the Oni God, who is my tag partner, currently anyway, because I just had jambalaya for dinner, so that's still fucking
Nice.
fighting me. So that's fighting me currently. So the history of this title is that it always changes hands and never stays around one person's waist all the time. So for now, anyway, me and H won this title back last November of last year. And we're rapidly approaching November again. So it's almost years since we won the title.
That's cool. How many titles have you won so far? That's it. All right. Cool. Hey.
It took me 7 years, but hey, what you gonna do?
Fantastic. So I like like he said, I'm the history guy with horror, but with wrestling too. So I'm going to take it back to your history. What got you into wrestling? What was your first wrestling memory? Like, what were you watching growing up?
I'm a 90s kid, so you can probably kind of fill in the blanks to kind of gauge where I'm at. But I grew up watching the Attitude Era. And I really gravitated to like the more darker, the more sinister kind of characters. Even with comics too, like I always find that the darker the characters are always more intriguing, more has more depth to them. Not saying that Spider-Man doesn't have depth to him, but Spider-Man is Spider-Man. You can write him however way you want. Like look at Tom Holland currently in the MCU, and especially with the newest movie coming out, I would say next week, I think, with Brand New Day. Like they're going in a direction with him where his mutation as Spider-Man is starting to take over a little bit, and where I kind of draw inspiration for what I do, and what I've been doing since Fight for the Heart, which is lean more into the darker inhibitions of my character and lean more into the horror aspect of what I do.
Nice.
But to kind of get back, even though I just went off on a tangent, sorry about that.
All gravy. That's what we're here for.
To kind of go back to the history angle and back on track there. Hang on, Jesus Christ. Back on track. So to kind of start off with my whole journey as a wrestling fan. I'm still a wrestling fan, even though I do this now while I'm not working at my shoot job. I started off watching WWF at the time. Did WWF for the longest time, WWE that now, until Logan Paul got signed. Then I'm like, all right, time to go see what else is out there. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
I do not Logan Paul at all.
You're not in the you're not out of line there. There's a lot of people that would for them was the line that crossed. I mean, it's not
So
unrealistic.
I'm gonna not change it up a gear, but since you're from the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania here,
I'm actually originally from Bucks County, but I moved up to Lehigh Valley.
Okay, well, we accept you here in the Lehigh Valley. Where did you train, and who did you train with?
I started training at Chikara, and then the story behind me leaving Chikara is that even though I broke a rule, which rules are meant to be broken, what you gonna do? I went and sought more time, and got running a little bit early on while I was training to kind of get more time, get my feet wet, and get more into the pool, if you would. And then Mike, which he can go for himself. I don't like Mike Quackenbush at all to this day. I do not. Word got back that I got running, did something on a show, which he flipped his shit, basically kicked me out of school, and I went and trained elsewhere. And Zachary Snow at the time, because he did stuff with House of Glory and also Chikara, he's like, come to New York, come and train with me, come and train with Bronco up at the Bronx Wrestling Federation. So I trained there for a day and then kind of ping-ponged around to a lot of different places.
Are there any local organizations that you would like to work with that you have not worked with yet?
The one that runs the steel stacks.
Okay.
All right.
That's right by my house, man. I'll walk over there to see you wrestle if they have a show there.
Do they only run that event, or do they run other ones?
I think they run other ones.
I know they run Real Rumble.
Okay.
Out. I know there's other events as well that they run, but I forget.
Okay.
I'm blanking right now, and I hate it.
Okay. I didn't even know they ran anything else, so that's
Yeah.
that's surprising.
Yeah.
There's a guy who wrestles under the name Chaos for that organization. He's I don't know if you remember growing up, my brother's friend Denny,
No.
female Denny Set.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Her husband
Yeah.
is Chaos, and he's a phenomenal guy. So that's a great place. So let's go into your taste in wrestling. When you were growing up, who was that guy? Who was the guy that drew you in first? The first guy that you were like, that's my favorite wrestler.
Always kind of switched around depending on the decade. And
I'm not talking about that. I said the first. Come on. No, I'm messing with you, buddy.
Currently, the most wrestling that I watch is actually a lot of indie stuff, believe it or not. A lot of Mexican indie stuff.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
The guy that stands out to me as my guy is Diamante Azul. Just because of just his size alone. It's like, he does lucha, he does high flying, and he's like this huge fucking brick shithouse.
Gotta check him out. I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with
No.
his work, but to me it sounds similar to a guy like a Brian Cage.
Yeah, or Mil Muertes, because you said you used to watch Lucha Underground.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was either Mil Muertes or either
Mil Muertes.
Drago was my guy watching.
Nice.
Because I got to meet Drago.
Oh, that's
I have a
cool.
picture of me and him together.
That's cool. That's cool.
At a lucha events up here in the States.
That's awesome. How did you get into Lucha Underground? That seemed like it was a real niche thing. Like you're like one of like 3 people that I know that watch it other than me.
I got into Lucha Underground purely from just... How did I find it? I found it originally just from one day kind of browsing Instagram and seeing Rey Mysterio on it.
Yeah.
And I explored around the other people that were on it. And I remember at one point it was on Tubi.
Yeah, it was on Tubi for a while.
Yeah.
They did remove it though.
Well, if you ever get the time to go back and look in our archives, we have several what we call lit matches where we do watch-alongs of matches, and we have several Lucha Underground ones.
Yeah.
Which is funny too, because we watched a couple of them with my son, who's 13, and to see his reactions to the stuff that they were able to pull off in Lucha Underground
Mhm.
and how it was filmed, just phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, remember Chavo had to train people like how to film wrestling in this
Yeah.
cinematic show.
Mhm. He still does that now. That's like
Yeah.
what his job is now.
Yeah.
Is he does movies and anything wrestling related in Hollywood. That's the guy is Chavo, which
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, I
that's pretty
remember
cool.
watching Iron Claw. That
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with you being a masked wrestler, give me your dream opponent of a masked wrestler. Like who would you want to go into the ring with toe to toe?
This is gonna come out of left field, and I know some people are gonna be like, "What's that organization?" But Consejo Mundial de la Lucha Libre,
Okay.
and
Yes.
from there
Impressive.
either Templario or either Ruido,
Okay.
Okay.
because I talked
Now-
about them, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah. Now, are they high flyer? Are they high flyers and stuff like that, like Rey Mysterio back in the day, or
They're kind of like, I would say they're like a mix. They do like submission, high flyer, and they're all
okay, all styles. All right.
like
Okay.
they do a lot of different styles down in Mexico. No, not only just Lucha Libre.
So you being one half of a tag team championship team, let's look back and just tell me a few tag teams that you were really fond of that may inspire you when you're tag team.
Sengoku now. I was part of Azteca Death Club. I was part of two different iterations of Azteca Death Club, actually. Both led by Felipe Jr.
I love that your answers are just like your name. They're obscuro. It's different than what we normally hear, and
Yeah.
it's very refreshing to hear something new.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you hear a lot of the same stuff. Not knocking anybody, but it's
Yeah.
nice to hear different things.
Sure.
Mm.
That's what's great about wrestling. There's a lot of wrestling that people
Flavors.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's
perfect way to put it. Different flavors.
Flavors. Yep.
Great way to put it.
Yeah.
So you were saying that wrestling now, you don't really watch a lot of current stuff. You watch more like indies.
Yes.
Do you watch wrestling now as a fan or do you watch it as a wrestler?
I watch it first at kind of a mix of both, actually. If I see something that I like, I'm like, and I, kind of see it go wrong, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Like, oh yeah, oh no, not good. I can already imagine the conversation that you're going to have in the locker room or Gorilla. I've been in those conversations before. Not fun.
Yeah, I would imagine, bro. But that's crazy that you watch it now, maybe so much not as a fan, but as a pro wrestler, because you'll see something like that and be like, man, that motherfucker's gonna get chewed out in the back after this match.
I want to switch gears here because you wrestled at the very first Fight for the Heart, and you
Yes.
plan to be at the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you what does it give to you personally to do these charity events that help people out?
It's more that I don't wrestle in state enough. I wrestle primarily out of state. So whenever I have a charity event that's in state, I very much make it a priority to do charity shows in state if I can. If not, they're out of state. I'm like, I talk to my family like, hey, this one is in state, and like they still don't have a venue yet, which is mind blowing. Truly mind blowing.
We're working on it. I think it may have got us a venue for a very good, very very reasonable deal. Yeah, very, very reasonable deal. But I love that we're all collaborating and working together, trying to make this event happen. Because personally, I've been a piece of shit a lot of my life. Okay. Now that I've become, hey, I became a father. I'm doing the show with my buddies, and I have this thought like, hey, I want to give back. I want to help. I want to help people that are less fortunate. And I feel like doing an event like this and helping people get out to an event and donating this money to help, people with illness. I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so my bad.
Nope. Please.
So give me the style of wrestling that you like. Like
Other than lucha, because we obviously know you're
well,
a fan
no,
of the lucha.
Yeah.
no, but he go ahead. You like elaborate, like what kind of styles do you like?
I like physically getting hit as like if someone can hit me hard enough, I'm like, if you're gonna hit me, hit me.
Strong
Bring
style, yes.
If you're gonna
Fucking bring it style. That's what he likes.
fair bring chop, because otherwise I am going to chop you as hard as I motherfucking can.
Damn, yo,
And make sure that your body
yeah, nah, that's
holds
a good
your body.
answer.
Do it, bro.
And you're not a small guy either.
I'm 6'1".
6'1", 220.
220-ish, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So then in wrestling speak, you're 6'3", 245, bro. Fucking easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
That's come on. You're not 6'1". You're 6'4".
When I say
I got you, bro. I got you. I want to take it back to your training. How long was it from when you started training to when you had your first match?
My first actual match was after taking as many bumps as I have been taking and as getting planted close to my fucking head as much as I have been. Like, matches fucking blur together so goddamn quick. And I would not recommend watching some of my earlier matches because they were like, how the fuck do I look that robotic? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it happens to a lot of people just starting out. You're more worried about the mechanics than you are of just being in the moment. And that, the confidence comes with time in anything that you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
So
100%.
a lot of people do say that they start out feeling pretty robotic and segmented and things of that nature. Was your first official match? I asked this question last interview that we had with AJ Allen. Was your first official match a multi-man match? Because most people, their first official match is a multi-man.
Of fucking course. It was a battle royal.
There you go. That was the next question. Farm.
It was a battle royal up in New York. And then I did not look good. I did not look good at all. I had my first gear even in the closet behind me right here. I'm like, nah. What else? My recent match got last month before something in my family kind of happened and I had to step away for this month to go take care of a death in the family. So
Sorry about that.
So I had to kind of step away for like this month and then next month jump back into wrestling again.
So you recently told me that you were going to be featured in a magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I remember I sent it to you over Facebook actually.
Yeah. Tell everybody about it.
Yes, let's hear a little more about this.
Sure.
I was actually I remember I was on 4th of July vacation with my family in Maryland. And this one fella, Talisman Jr., well, me and him were talking, and then kind of led him to asking me, hey, would you like to be part of a magazine? I'm like, sure. He kind of typed in broken English, but I could kind of understand it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then just today, he sent the cover over for the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And it has Kenny A. Bloss Jr. on it. He's like one of the other bigger names down in Mexico other than Blue Demon Jr.
Okay. That's pretty fucking cool. That's really cool.
Featured
We'll
in.
make sure to share that on our feed as well. We'll share the cover on your feed, but that's really cool, man. Did they interview you for that, or was it really just the picture?
They basically said, hey, send us 4 pictures and a little type up of yourself. I'm like, all right.
Oh, cool.
So
Very
I basically typed up the thing that appears in the magazine and submitted the 4 pictures.
Awesome.
For me.
So we didn't really ask, but the name. How did you come up with the name?
I came up with the name purely from just not being a Philadelphia sports fan at all. I do not, for the love of me, do not love Philadelphia sports teams at all.
Preach, bro.
I just like one,
Fuck
so
them
it's
all.
cool.
Nope, you're good. Fuck them all. You got the right idea, bro.
I mean, other
I would
than
just
that,
kind of just play the antagonistic person to my family. Like, that is where Hyena kind of got born.
Okay.
Just being who I am.
It's fair.
yeah, it's simple.
So we
answer.
have a few staple questions that we ask in every one of our interviews.
Mhm.
The first one that I'm going to ask you is your fantasy booking right now. Okay. If you could choose one deceased wrestler to wrestle one active wrestler, what would you book?
Hayabusa versus Ultimo Dragon.
Oh,
Okay.
It's fucking awesome.
yeah, it's a really good answer.
Yes.
A very solid
I
answer.
remember what caught my eye with Hayabusa is the exploding barbed wire match. I forget who he-
Onita.
Yeah, that match.
Yep, 100%, bro. I'm with you, man.
Shown that match to a couple buddies at work. They're like, "How the fuck is this even a match?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"I don't know."
And what was crazy with him is he did the death match, and that wasn't his style. He was just a legit kind of like lucha Japanese wrestler. And then he did that, but mixed that into it. And I think that's kind of what made him the legend that he was before he fucking broke his neck in the ring, which is super unfortunate. Like terrible.
Like,
Fucking
do I
thing.
ever do high fly? I'm like, do I want to show you what happened to Hayabusa?
Yeah. It's
I'd rather
terrible.
not Hayabusa myself. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It is. So that tag team title you got right there.
Yeah.
How many times have you had to defend that since you've won it?
I would say twice. I faced in my first title defense. I would not suggest looking them up, albeit they're trash. They're just. They have the heart, they have a fan base, but they're just trash.
Love it.
I do not recommend looking them up. Their names are Xavier Muda and Cole Collins. Very bad. Just very bad all around.
Awful.
And then the other team that we faced was Unico, who trained down in CMLL and then came up here and trained up in the Bronx Wrestling Federation.
That's cool.
And the team of him and Andros Jr.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that about lucha wrestling. They can just throw a junior on the end of that shit. It's like the equivalent of new in America, like when they make the new rockers or the new whatever.
Yes.
In lucha libre, it's like you're this junior now. But sometimes it's legit. Sometimes it actually is like their kin, but a lot of times it's just the fucking person in a mask. But I love that shit.
So another one of our staple questions, and I'm going to preface it so that you can understand a little more.
All right.
We ask every interview to ask a question for our next interview. So keep in the back of your mind a question that you would like to ask and hear the answer from another person within the business for our next one.
Mm-hmm.
Our last guest was AJ Allen, who wrestles for Battlefield Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
They just lost their tag team championships. AJ's a really good dude. His question for you, sir, is was there a moment in your career that you doubted yourself but ended up crushing it? And if there is, please tell us about it.
Elaborate. Yep.
Oh man, that's actually a very good one. Actually, believe it or not,
It is.
The moment in my career that had me doubting myself.
And then you crushed it. You killed that shit.
You exceeded your expectations of yourself.
I have to say the first time I actually did a singles match against Unico because of the caliber of talent that he has from training down in Second Mundial de Lucha Libre and their system, and then coming up here to the States and training with Bronco up in Bronx Wrestling Federation. Just the fact that I'm wrestling someone that has been around for 40 fucking plus years made me kind of think after I chose him, like, what the fuck am I getting myself into? And then it was a mask versus mask match, and the way that we structured it, like, made sense made sense in the moment. We went out, did everything that he drilled into me, and it, like, his fans to this day fucking hate me.
Then you did your part, bro.
You
Yeah.
did your
Yeah, for real.
That means you crushed it.
Mission
Just like-
accomplished.
Yeah.
True that.
So just keep in your head. We're not going to ask you to give us the question just yet. We'll come back to it. But
I'm surprised.
We're
I'm
gonna
surprised you
from
guys
you
didn't
first.
go after my 2 tattoos yet. That's.
what's that?
I'm surprised you didn't go after these guys yet, or tackle.
No. Well, we'll get there because Aaron over here is a
We
big.
talk about
tattoo guy.
horror.
I've got one
shit for
tattoo.
days.
I've only got one, and it's you can't. It's hard because the way my arm
Yeah.
works. But it's a Wu-Tang inspired tattoo. It's an NTFW. Let's
I
go,
think
baby.
I have 30.
It's Wu-Tang. It's nothing to fuck with. That's
Wu Tang is a rite of passage around my family. Okay.
There you go. You're from the East Coast, so it makes sense. Come on.
I listened to what was it? The 36 Chambers. God, I was 10 years old, 11, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good shit, bro.
That is like around my family, around like my nephews, nieces. Like that is, if you sit down and listen to the whole album, that's like a rite of passage.
Wu-Tang actually just dropped an album like recently. It's
Oh, yeah.
fucking phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal.
The Bastard Swordsman, Black Samson, right?
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Oh yeah, it is. It very much is.
So your move set right now, like the moves that you're kind of using in ring, was that kind of something you had in your head, or did that kind of come organically through your training?
That kind of came from mismatch of just studying different people off the indies, watching people from different countries, even just from watching what's the one move that I did recently? a swinging. I had someone in a scorpion death drop, and then I just spun him around, and then he took a back bump. I took a front bump
Oh shit.
while still holding on to them. And I saw that from a fellow down in Texas, Black Raven, who wrestles primarily like some of the border towns and some of like the border shows.
Okay. Those gotta be cool. Those have really gotta be cool to do something like that, yo. Like a border show. Oh my.
So yeah, so with that being said, like what is your finish? Like what do you like to finish opponents with?
What's that finish?
If it's just me, I would say, yeah. I remember people, one of my buddies at work is like, why don't you just hit spear and just finish it? Because you're like big enough, you're bulky enough, just use spear as a finisher. I'm like, that made me like almost every generic big guy ever.
Agreed.
But I use a, it's fucking bug bite, swear to God. What I use for my finish is a dragon sleeper down in.
Yeah.
No, you use a scorpion drop down into a dragon sleeper.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
So you're part of a tag team. Do you have a different finish in your tag matches?
Yeah, we use Ancient Wrath, which is a reverse AA into my type runner coming off the top rope and finishing him off with a palm to the face and basically slamming him down to the mat.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
Reverse AA.
Badass. We got to see that when you defend your titles next time successfully.
And then the other one is basically the Alabama Slam. And then slingshot him into my type partner, which basically got him into a South of Heaven choke slam, roll out of the way. Well, I do anyway. Then he comes down right where I was.
All right.
Creative.
Yes, very much so.
I remember one day I was just fucking around. I'm like, I looked at my type partner. I'm like, do you think if I Alabama slam him and just slingshot him back, do you think? He's like, yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking. I could probably do it. I'm like, awesome.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
You could think that he's like, I'm already there.
That's literally how Ancient Wrath, and then fuck, how come I can't remember the other name to the tag team, the other finisher? Fuck.
Well, think about it. And then, hey, while you do that, you want to talk about your ink? You pointed to it and brought it up.
This guy is the top one that I have here was my very first tattoo, actually. The first one is basically for me. I got it for myself, and if anyone knows what that symbol is, meaning from your audience, or any of y'all know, yes, I'm on the spectrum.
Okay.
And then the one below it is for my grandmother, who passed away back on the Star Wars Day, May the 4th.
Okay.
From she had cancer in her lungs that metastasized from one side of her lungs to the other, and then she passed away soon thereafter.
It's unfortunate. I actually understand that wholeheartedly. I lost my mother last year to a lung condition as well. So,
and then the little guy that I have on my right arm, which is Psalms 23, is actually in reference to this guy right here.
Jesus.
Or is my shepherd I shall not want.
Cool. All right.
And that plaque there I got from my, just before the bank foreclosed on her house. I got that as one of my, and also another picture on the hallway as a kind of nod to my grandmother.
Nice.
Even though she is not with me anymore, she's still on that one. So.
Awesome.
She's always with you, brother.
Yeah.
Always.
I remember what was it? While she was still alive, she said, "One day I want to ride in your car." I'm like, "You will." Even though it wasn't during the time that she was alive, she has been in all 3 of my cars I have owned thus far. So, and she has been almost in every ring that I have been in as well.
Cool. That is real cool.
For the night that I won my title, I basically went.
That's cool. Yeah, it's a cool moment to have for yourself, bro. That's awesome.
That is.
So you've had some time. Do you
Yeah.
do you have a question that you want to ask our next interview?
And don't mind me over here to the side. I'm actually typing it
Yep,
down.
he's
so
gonna
I
write it
remember
down so we
yeah,
can ask him. Yep.
so I don't forget.
If you could pick anyone from either promotion, either major promotion or either indie or any indie promotion to wrestle, either tag team, trios, or singles, who would it be and why?
Good question.
That is.
Solid question, because we're interviewing another indie wrestler, I believe, next. So that'll be great for them to add that. And that'll probably get their juices going to think of a good question too. So that's very good question, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I want to go ahead and talk about. You said you were born in the 90s.
Yes.
And you grew up pretty much watching the Attitude Era.
Yep, that'd be right.
Do you, looking back at the Attitude Era now, how do you feel about it now compared to how you felt about it when you watched it growing up?
Some of the stuff that they did would not fucking fly.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff would not fucking fly at all. Where
Totally.
Triple H was in the casket, I think it was, with Vicky.
Oh yeah,
That would not fucking fly.
yeah, it's a good
No
point.
one in their right fucking mind would do that shit. Unless if your last name is Paul. Then who knows?
I love how much he hates him. That's so great. It's so great.
Because let's face it, he already filmed the dead body, so what's the second dead body, am I right?
It's fair.
So as we start to kind of wind this interview down, we're going to give you another opportunity to go ahead and plug your socials, tell everybody where they can find you if you're on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and then any events that you have coming up, including if you know when your next title defense is going to be.
All right, motherfucker. So listen up. You can find me on. You can find me on Instagram at Hyena Obsceuro, the pro wrestler. Hyena Obsceuro on Facebook underneath my ring name, Hyena Obsceuro. To get at me, message me, all that good stuff. You can friend me. You can find me at the Hyena pro wrestler. Again, Facebook page. Well, fan page on Facebook. I don't use Telegram anymore. You as well. But I don't use TikTok, so you won't be finding me on that fucking app. What else? Oh yeah, I have August 8th coming up over at the Frosted Nug over in Carneys Point, New Jersey. So come on out to Carneys Point, New Jersey. They'll have a lot of good shit over there. They'll have pro wrestling for all you pro wrestling fans and some other fun stuff that I cannot say. Legally, I can't. Well, buy it from Mario anyway.
Right up our alley.
Yeah, I know. Right? My next defense will probably be in August as well. And who knows? Maybe I might walk away with another title like that. That can be like Conor McGregor back when he was actually decent and didn't blow out his knee.
Yeah, within a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
When he had legs, yes. Before he
Yeah.
was Lieutenant Dan.
Yes, basically. Yeah, so I wanted to ask my last question. Give me your Mount Rushmore wrestlers of all time. Let's get your best 4.
Top 4.
Well, I can tell you it's not gonna be fucking Hulk Hogan. That's for sure. Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Scratch them off.
It's gonna be Hulk Hogan. Fuck the Hulk Hogan. As
Fuck
Iron
the
Sheik would
Hulk
say.
Hogan.
Not Hulk
Okay.
Hogan. It will never be Hulk Hogan. But I'm gonna go one indie, one WWE, one TNA, and one MLW.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
On the
Yeah,
indie
some more
scene,
variety.
say because I'm not gonna be humble. Well, I'm gonna be humble and not say me, but for my Mount Rushmore from the Indies, I would have to say Red Eagle. He's really good over in Portugal. So from WWE, I would have to say because he did such a good job over in AEW, I would have to say Ray Phoenix. From TNA, before he got pulled over to AAA, I'd have to say Laredo Kid.
Okay.
Wow. Good answer.
And yeah, I know my shit.
Yeah, that's so
and
good.
Templario.
All right. I like how you went with it. Again, nobody ever was like, all right, I'm going to pick one from 4 different
Each promotion,
federations or
yeah,
promotions. I love
promotion,
that, bro.
yeah.
So, again, fucking solid answer, dude.
I'm very much plugged. Like, when it comes to the indies, like, I'm still kind of plugged in with them to where I can kind of watch. Okay, I'm going to go watch this guy. I'm going to go watch that guy. I'm going to watch this promotion. I'm going to watch that promotion.
Well, some
Now,
of the guys that we
now you have a lot of shit to go watch. Back in
Yeah.
God, I would say the '90s, you had WWF and WCW.
Yep.
Nothing else.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's fair.
well,
Now-
some of the,
Wrestling's every fucking where. YouTube, Netflix, fucking HBO, fucking cable TV.
Amazon Prime has a free AEW channel now. They play AEW on their 24/7. There's a fucking free channel.
Amazon Prime, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
so I'll just throw some names out there, some indie guys that I thoroughly enjoy, and I hope you check them out. One is out of Iowa. It's Jared Thumb.
Oh, Jared.
Jared Thumb
Great.
and JT Energy, both out of Iowa. Very, very good guys. They're fun to watch. And then the other guys I'm going to mention are people that we've had on the show that not only are good in ring, but also good people. RJ Carnage,
My boy.
JJ Smith, AJ
local.
Allen,
All local.
all local guys doing really good work out there. I highly recommend you check them out. And I also highly recommend you go check out Hyena Obsceuro, who's actually 6'5", 300 pounds, a
Don't
pure
fuck
man.
with him.
He got that dog in him, baby.
Don't fuck
He
with
got
my
that
boy.
dog in him.
6'1" my ass. He built like a Mack truck.
And he'll smack the shit out of any one of y'all bitches.
Dog in him. Got the dog in him. Ladies and gentlemen.
If I'm correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a privilege to have my man, the hyena himself, Hyena Obsceuro. Make sure you guys check him out. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we always end our show with, John? We have a little thing that we always kind of
Little
do.
thing that we always say, and I think it's what is it?
Sack 'em.
Balls.